Hello everyone, welcome to Raj Malhotra's IAS Academy. Myself Gaurav Rana. I welcome you in today's CSAT practice series. In previous lectures, we have understood some concepts based on some questions are generally asked in CSAT examination, and we have seen the application of those concepts as well. In every lecture there will be a question that is going to be provided to you, and you have to answer that question, and you have to answer that in the comment section after the lecture. And in the next lecture we are going to provide you the answer. So let's start today's session, in which we are going to look forward to a passage that was quite different from that we get in the previous year question papers, or we generally see. This is a passage based on right to privacy, but has an you can say that extensive view of right. Clear? So the passage, what it says, let's look forward to it. It states like, in India, the current focus on the right to privacy is based on some new realities of digital age. So right to privacy has been mentioned in the connection with digital age. In that, a right is a substantive right only if it works in all the situation and for everyone. A right to free expression for an individual about her exploitation, for instance, meaningless without actual availability of security that guarantees that private force cannot be used to thwart this right. So we have understood a concept. A concept has been introduced in the first two lines, and then the related factor has been mentioned in the fourth line, which you can see here. A right to free expression that guarantees that private force cannot be used to thwart this right. From this to this, you can see that the relation or extensiveness of the topic has been mentioned. Clear? Now, in the last line, what it says, the role of the state. We had a problem. Now we have introduced who is going to be the solution, or who is going to provide the solution. The role of state, therefore, is not just to abstain from preventing rightful free expression, but also to actively ensure that private parties are not able to block it. These are the responsibilities of state. Author has mentioned these things as the responsibility of state in order to define the conclusion. Clear? I hope you have got the thing. हाँ जी, समझ में आ गया सारी चीज़ें जो ऑथर ने बोलने की कोशिश की है. पहले क्या किया, उसने राइट टू प्राइवेसी को डिजिटल एज के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में आपको अज्यूम करने के लिए बोला, समझने के लिए बोला है. देन उसने टॉपिक का रिलेशन जो है वो आगे किया है, राइट को और एक्सप्लेन करने की कोशिश की है, आपके अधिकार को और आगे बढ़ाने की कोशिश की है. फिर उसने बताया है कि यहाँ पर जो ये जो प्रॉब्लम मेंशन की गई है, इसका सॉल्यूशन स्टेट किन वेज में और कैसे कर सकता है. क्लियर? नाउ लेट्स लुक एट द क्वेश्चन. ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द अबव पैसेज द फॉलोइंग assumptions have been made. Now in that context, what we have understood as assumptions, यहाँ पर जितने भी ऑप्शंस दिए गए हैं, those do not find their base in passage. They are just suggestions that can be your answer. तो assumption in one way can be the suggestion, Clear? So how this can be the suggestion that we are looking for? Because we have to understand the need of the passage. Here in the conclusive, you can say that conclusion, we have mentioned the role of state. On the base of that thing, the assumptions are provided in the form of suggestion. Let's look at the first option. What it says, state should have some institutions to ensure appropriate role in a digital society. Yes, this was the responsibility of state. This was the responsibility of state in the context of this thing, you can understand that state has a responsibility to do that in one way or other. Clear? So this can be the assumption. Next, state should ensure that private parties do not violate the citizens' right to privacy. Yes, we have it here, that private force cannot be used to thwart this right. Clear? So we have the hint for this option as well as a suggestion. So 1 and 2. Let's look at the third option. Digital economy is not compatible with the idea of not violating the citizens' privacy. There was no mention of this line anywhere, and if this has to be there और ये वहाँ पर हमें पता भी चलता है, तो state is there. State is there to protect us. Clear? Or to protect the citizens' privacy. So this can't be your answer in the form of suggestion, because assumptions are two that are provided in the form of suggestions. So you can see that 1 and 2 are correct, valid suggestions, and you have to understand from the first option that we have got our answer. Clear? आपको चीज़ समझ में आ गई है कि किस तरीके से हमने आंसर ढूंढा है यहाँ पर. ठीक है, यहाँ पर जो अजम्पशन का क्वेश्चन था वो सजेशन की फॉर्म में अपने आंसर प्रोवाइड कर रहा था, और ऐसा क्यों हुआ? क्योंकि कंक्लूजन में ऐसा प्रोवाइड किया गया था. चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं और इसका एनालिसिस देखते हैं. सो द लैंग्वेज एंड टॉपिक that we got in the passage, or we have read in the passage, was familiar, and I will say that it was to the moderate level, and the question level was of L2 moderate, because there were more than 2 statements given and we have to choose we have to choose the answer from the you can say that 3 statements, more than 2 statements. So let me put this into L2 level. So I hope कि आपको ये चीज़ समझ में आई होगी कि how can we derive the answers of assumptions. One, that is based on the passage. Second, based on the conclusion. Clear? So here it is, your homework question. Just try to solve this question. Try to solve this passage. Try to read the passage and solve this question on the basis of the given information, and comment your answer below. नेक्स्ट क्लास में मैं इस क्वेश्चन का, इस पैसेज का आपको आंसर प्रोवाइड करूंगा. ठीक है, बहुत ध्यान से करना है. इट इज़ लेवल 3 क्वेश्चन. ठीक है, कोशिश करना कि आप एक बार टाइम दो इस क्वेश्चन को. अगर समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, गो थ्रू, रीड इट ट्वाइस, रीड इट थ्राइस, एंड ट्राई टू आंसर when you are comfortable, when you are confident enough to answer this question. So I hope you can see this passage and question very well. These are the options that have been given here. Clear? So I hope that this lecture helped you in a way that you can easily understand the concept that we were trying to understand. So thank you very much. See you in the next section. Thank you.